We
So,
need to go out and come back in.
so far we had the
Right,
mi-
I'll,
the reports,
right,
we approved the January minutes.
right, okay. Yeah, okay, so I'll just, where's my agenda? Yeah, that's, I can go back to,
Okay.
I'll just
You need to
mark
do the
these
first
and then
three.
I'll just do, yeah, okay, these. Okay, and then we're at the treasurer's reports, right? I'm gonna
Yes.
save this right now, so,
Okay. We're on December. And then
We're waiting for December
yeah,
minutes. We're
Right.
on
We're
the
on
treasurer's reports.
okay, so we need to look at the treasurer.
I'm sorry,
reports.
we're all over the
Okay.
place this
We
morning.
are.
You have
yes.
December financial report in your side.
I do.
Do I hear a motion to approve or disapprove?
Or question.
Or think about it, no, just a minute. All right.
want to talk about, or you want to wait and do that later?
Do it.
Okay.
Okay,
If we get off this one, we can take off.
right, so this is 4.
Is everybody looking at December financial report?
Yes.
Okay, do I hear a motion to approve? Or
Make a motion to approve.
Okay,
Motion made to accept the December financial report. Need a second.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
It's
Barry,
the
your
December
December
and-
report.
Now, this is, I'm sorry, are you looking, this is the December financial report, not the director's report.
Right.
Uh,
It's this
yeah,
one. This
yeah.
is
Right,
the-
so that's
the
just
book-
in general.
And
And Cheryl has a question.
yeah, I just,
Okay.
I really need to see this before we vote on it. Because
Okay.
I've not seen it.
Take your
So
time.
I feel bad about,
So maybe we
Yeah.
should just accept them as information and vote. Well, no, you have to have them voted on
They have to be
today,
voted
don't you?
on.
Today?
I mean, I
Accept the,
I
take a
mean,
look at it.
well, I'll have
Okay,
to
good.
sit and do all the computations, so I don't know how we would do that. I just really don't wanna vote on something if I'm the treasurer, I mean.
Yeah.
That just makes sense to me.
Mhm.
I don't wanna put my stamp on it unless, I mean.
Or could we say approve, dependent on the
Conditionally
treasurer's
approved?
conditionally
That'd be
approved?
fine with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna change your
And that's,
wording, Libby, change. Libby moves to conditionally approve the December financial report.
based on the
Oh.
treasurer's approval.
Based on the treasurer's review and approval.
Thank
Y'all
you.
should get
Mhm.
together
Yeah.
before the board meeting, so she could review.
Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna do the January one.
I hope. Okay, we have January financial.
And so it's the same thing, if we
And-
wanna approve it, we need to do it.
Conditional.
Yeah.
I make a motion to approve it conditionally,
Mhm.
the financial report of January 2025.
I don't believe I have the January one.
It's right
I
under,
think
oh, you,
I only have the December.
okay,
Here. Okay, got one now.
okay, go
Okay.
ahead, okay.
Okay.
How do I? Here a second.
Did I'll second it.
Motion made and second to accept the January financial report conditionally. All those in favor?
Aye,
Opposed? The ayes have it. Okay, get back to the December yet.
Then, let me,
to the printer.
yeah, let me go see.
He's working on it.
Oh, is he putting them together?
I have to,
What about the director's
Director.
financial report?
Yeah, we can,
that'll be next.
we've got
Mhm.
2 of them.
The January financial report from the director.
Yes.
Have a chance to look at it. Your motion to accept or reject.
That's
Just a minute.
Questions?
accept the director's financial report? I make a motion to accept the director's financial report,
January.
January 2025. Can I say and February 2025?
Yes.
No,
You can, but I need to amend
Oh,
the purchase total, or not purchase, the payments total
for February?
for
Oh.
February.
okay,
Okay. that's the
Um,
one.
Let's just do the January.
Okay.
okay, yeah.
Let's come back. Okay,
Okay, so Cheryl moves.
to approve January 2025.
Second.
I second that.
Oh, you just.
made
Oh, okay, I'm
So,
sorry.
Okay.
I'll
Libby.
second. All those in
January.
favor?
I,
Aye.
And now the director's financial report for February.
Okay,
With an
Um,
additional.
everything else is correct, but the total for underpayments is actually $9,351.10.
Which one was that?
This is the February one.
February.
Down here, down at the very
oh,
bottom.
the,
right,
the
okay.
Where I
fir-
pay
It's
like,
not
at the-
8339.
no, it
it's-
is 9351.10.
okay,
What made the difference? Do you know?
I
You don't
just
know?
didn't run the auto total at the bottom, and
Oh,
it's,
okay.
some of the payments went up, some went down.
Okay.
and
I
here's a
actually,
Globe Life, looks like it's been inserted 231.78. Was that added probably?
I actually just copy and paste them from the month before, and, Globe Life was, I copy and pasted that amount. I paid double on Gearhart on all three accounts. So that would have changed the total.
And so it's not 42.30, it's not 63.50, 42.30.
Oh, it is, it's just that's double what it normally is.
Okay, so that is what the bill was?
Yes,
Okay,
I just paid February and March at the same time.
but was that the monthly 63.50?
No, that's 2 months.
Okay.
So
So wonder what,
30.
wonder, do you know what is the difference between 93.51 and 83.39 and some change there? I mean, we know that it is, I mean, do you know what items it was?
I just hadn't run the total on the report
Okay.
before I printed it.
Okay, all right, I understand, okay. Okay,
Cause the payments total is the same one as it was in January.
and I can
Yeah.
come and help you with this, so you got two sets of eyes on it, Okay,
Sure.
Okay, so as amended, we can say if someone wants to move because you changed the total.
Yes.
Right?
and
Right,
so then,
Okay.
so for January that was January's 83,
Yes.
8,339.32.
No, that was February.
No.
That was February.
That's
Oh.
the payment total for January. That's how it ended up on
Okay.
February.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, so January would be over December. What you're saying? No. What are you saying? I'm confused. Why would?
When
No.
I do the director's financial report, I copy this Excel sheet and just move it, make a copy of it.
Mhm.
So when I did all the payments, I didn't
Oh,
put, I
I see
didn't
what
do
you're
the
saying.
auto total for February. It just
It
kept
carried over.
January.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha, I understand.
We understand, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, all right, so who wants to make a motion?
I make it, to approve February, I make a motion to approve director's financial report, February 2025.
Need a second. I'll second. Motion made and second, all those. Is there any
Aye.
questions?
Did you guys look at the Amazon
Okay.
stuff on the back? Can I get signatures, please?
All those in favor?
I,
Opposed?
Thank you.
Is he
That's
still
perfect.
working on it?
He looks like he's
December.
getting ready to
Come
come
this way.
this way. Think.
That's gotten lost. Well, while we're waiting, let's pick up the January meeting and see if we can approve the minutes.
Okay,
we did,
Did we go ahead and do that one? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did
we
that.
did,
Yeah,
we did the
Yeah.
January one.
Vouchers. Okay.
right. So we're at the vouchers, right? We've done that.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Did you guys have a chance to look at the voucher sheets in the back of the packet?
No.
I'll let you
Yeah,
guys
okay,
pass those around if you've got questions, just.
okay.
Oh, thank you. Do we still
That,
need
is
to
that
sign
the,
these?
the policy name too?
No, this is
No,
the-
that's
The minutes were
Coming back.
they weren't that
Was-
long, were they?
Was that's whatever she just sent the printer.
Okay. I didn't think there
Was that policy manual the right one?
Yes, I think so, but
Okay, do you need multiple copies of it?
no, I
No.
don't think so today. No, thank you. I'll double check, but it looked like it was the right one. I was thinking that changed them. Okay. There you go.
It's 2 copies.
Yeah.
He's
Of
got
this-
2 copies.
Oh, okay. I
Um,
didn't think it was that long. Yeah.
Yeah. I did see one thing. Tyrell is 2 L's.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll fix that.
Out of Staples, so you guys get paper clips. Minutes. Minutes. With the Mitchell Associates.
Yeah, these.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the accounting.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is just what we paid them, how we
How
paid this,
often?
yeah,
I think that's monthly.
$1,400 a month.
They do time.
Oh, they do.
They do the payroll.
Right,
They do
okay,
taxes, they prepare the checks,
okay,
they,
I just had no idea.
they, do the account. I forget what it's called when they check.
Similar to what claiming charged? I don't think so. He did charge much.
I think he kept the same rate for the library the whole time, but they're,
It was
that's
like 800, wasn't it, or
$700 a month,
700,
I think.
yeah.
But that's comparable to, I mean, it's less than the guy in Pikeville wanted to charge. So you guys all have minutes now?
Oh, that's yours. Right after
No,
December
that,
minutes.
no,
December
that's part of
minutes.
it, that's the next thing.
okay.
I've
Did
got
I sign it? I
pictures
should
of
sign
them.
it, okay,
Did you
sorry.
have a December meeting?
No,
Okay,
I
let's
mean,
go
other
to
than,
Other
if I
than
haven't
the
erased
online.
it already.
You have your December minutes before you.
Okay, so.
Here's December minutes, Cheryl.
Here, okay, Cheryl, December minutes.
Okay, everybody got them?
Let's see.
Motion to approve or disapprove.
I'm gonna give you this.
I make a motion to approve
Motion made to
the
approve the
invoices.
Oh,
Oh,
to,
over
let's
on
do
the
the,
December minutes.
Oh, okay. December minutes.
okay, but you just.
We'll come back to the vouchers. We're kind of
wait a
all over the
minute.
minute. But it's
That's
on the
them.
top.
That's it, right there. I don't think you all could have possibly read them in the amount of time. Sorry
okay.
that they were. We're not gonna talk about the flex accounts again in this meeting, but
We
we
can,
need to at some point. don't
yeah, we
They're
can,
on our,
Or are they on the agenda?
yeah, they're
Oh,
on the
okay,
agenda
okay,
today.
sorry, I didn't notice it, okay.
Caitlin is Caitlin.
Okay. And
Tyrell is, he's not in also in attendance.
He's later on.
Because Ian was talking about what he had worked on, and it's, I saw it, I don't remember where it is.
Is it under Ian's report?
Maybe.
No.
I saw it in there somewhere.
Mhm.
What is it?
Oh, it's on the top of the third page. It's,
Okay, 2 Ls for.
2 Ls.
Okay, I'll fix that and
okay.
send you the revised one. Is that what you want to do? Or you?
I'm just correcting it on here,
Okay.
and then,
that'll be-
once they're approved, I'll get this initialed and
Okay.
just keep his copy.
Okay.
Charlie at this meeting too?
No.
He was not at the
Mhm.
December meeting, he was at the,
January.
yes.
Mhm.
But he's not in the minutes because it was after and we haven't voted on anything related to that. Okay,
You had a chance to complete looking at a minute. If so, do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the December minutes.
I second that.
Motion made and second, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Now we can go to the vouchers.
yes.
Mhm.
Sorry. I know I have minutes, I know I have. I don't. think- Where I have signed January.
Oh, that we just went over?
The ones that were approved a few minutes ago, at the beginning, I've got. Oh, thank you.
Here's one if you need to look at it.
I just need a copy to keep with my records for the auditors.
Is it underneath the ones with the clips there? No, no,
Financial.
no.
No,
Okay, well, let's
Um,
see. I have one here. Here, why don't we just take that one?
okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
mhm.
I have that one signed. If I find my other copies,
Well, that's fine. I can print.
thank you.
Mhm.
I'm a little scattered today. How are you?
Um,
Thank you. Okay, so we vouchers. Anybody want to make a motion to approve the vouchers, or did we?
I make a motion to approve the vouchers
Okay.
this month.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Oh, wait, did
Oh,
somebody second?
So.
I will.
Second,
everything else.
second queen, yeah. There you go.
Just assumed.
All right,
You've
So,
done them all.
okay.
Okay, whole business, whole business.
all business, the building
Building.
projects, Brian, you got anything?
Well, fortunately, we were blessed not to
And thank
take on
you.
any water.
Yes, thank you
Yep,
for
and-
taking measures.
Yeah, what did you do?
Oh, yeah.
What did you do that?
We put zip tape, which is just a really high grade of tape at the threshold in the door and sandbag. I'm not saying that saved it, but if it would came another ½ inch higher, yes.
Right.
But anyway, but
Yeah.
very fortunate there.
Yeah.
Sure,
And,
it's in it.
We've got Jenkins, I think, all squared away except for the bounce spout and checking the
Good.
any loose screws on the roof. So we'll try to do that this week. So, but she's got better lighting in the community room this week.
And the mold was taken care of, and we appreciate
Yes.
all of the stuff, and I have a signed check for you.
Just, still waiting on Charlie's team to get us some more structural details at Neon. We've got the waterproofing complete at Neon.
Oh, I took pictures of that if you guys want to see.
Yeah.
It just looks like gray paint on the wood
Yeah,
framing and metal beams,
Hmm.
but there's pictures in my phone.
Well, that's okay. Yeah, we
It's
don't have
okay,
to
we
do
don't
it right
have-
now, but yeah, that's good.
got something up and stuff
Just
on
with-
it.
Yeah, I guess you do. don't you? Yeah. Mhm.
Some pump, yeah.
Right.
Any news on Blackie?
I've received the same renderings, I guess, as you all did last week, but haven't really talked to Charlie. I was hoping he'd be here today, but
I was too. Charlie sent me renderings of what a flood wall would look like.
Oh, I think it's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna look exactly like this, cause they just copy and paste
I
to
like
fill in.
that.
But it's basically, I asked Charlie if we could use the same kind of stone that they used for the riverbank.
That's
Do you
So
see
we
any
kind of
cracks?
match.
Mhm.
I sent her copies.
That
But
looks really good. I love it. Wish I had that around my house.
Right.
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
so there's
Sure,
different
yeah.
different images that he sent me from different views.
That was
Um,
pretty.
We talked about what we would like to have inside
Because it's a high.
the wall. It's gonna be like a foot above the
Yeah.
flood line, so it would be 5 foot tall, I think.
That would have to be what?
Okay.
And Grace and I talked about putting not fieldstone, paving stones down and having like planters with flowers and vegetables. Kind of like a community garden sort of thing.
Between the wall and the library.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
In
You
the-
can make
in
a
the
nice little
courtyard.
Outdoor area.
Yeah.
there.
There's
See that?
the benches would be here's all of them. You guys can look at all of them. The benches will be inside there and we can get a picnic
Oh,
table.
okay.
Um,
There'll be
You
enough
could do a
room
lot
for
of
that?
inside stuff.
it would be tight on space, but we could fit some stuff in
Yeah.
there. But I think
The play area.
Oh, yeah, they're all
Kids too.
different, yeah.
Even-
I don't think it'll be big enough to have a play area, but if we had, yeah.
it's
But if
still-
we had like a patio table.
Yeah.
And,
A place they could
the
get
benches.
outside, their staff
that's
could
the
get
same
outside.
thing.
and
Yeah.
run Easy,
Yeah.
that would be.
Yeah.
Where'd they get those?
Yes.
That's what I don't know.
I
can
so-
take the kids
I don't know
out.
if that's been had or not.
and I think he had
Yeah.
like the library name on the front of the sign.
Libby hasn't seen
Yeah, it's on the side. of
Front of the-
Come off.
yeah. You can see on these that the gate, and it's gonna be automatically deploying is, on the front, on the outside of the wall, but I think it's gonna be okay. And
It's gonna be cost effective. That's
I
the big
believe it
biggie.
will. I think it'll cost less than having the auto doors at Fleming Neon. But it'll still be,
Within
it'll
our
still-
budget.
I think so.
Okay.
We are putting in flood doors at our building. We're gonna put the ones with where you snap.
At your building.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
Great.
Yeah.
so
So I
if you
think
guys-
everybody will be.
Yes.
yeah, if you guys want copies of these, I can email them or print them out for you, or we can just put them in the file and I'll give Grace a copy of them.
Mhm.
Okay.
But we're waiting on, so those are renderings, but Brian, you're waiting on.
Charlie.
Charlie.
Brian's waiting
Yeah,
on-
what is it that you're waiting on from Charlie for, both for neon and for this? It's,
Well, we haven't bid out
Engineers.
Blackie
oh, you
yet,
haven't bid
so
out Blackie, right? Okay, so that's
So
a whole
that's-
nother thing.
that's
right,
what
yeah.
we're waiting on for Blackie.
Okay, and then-
You're waiting,
Engineering, right?
Engineering
Yes, the
assessment.
primary, thing I need is on the larger windows, the structural engineer says those windows need to be broken up into segments, either 2 or 3 segments, as
Mm.
opposed to one large opening. And by doing that, we need to either frame up, one column in the center or 2 columns, and that has to go to the roof to tie
Oh,
all
right.
that in.
Mhm.
So we can't set the new windows until we need to coordinate those locations of those structural
beams,
columns or beams. So our mullions of our windows can mimic those, so you're not
Right.
looking, so those
Seeing
are in line in the same.
Yeah, right.
Sight line, so.
And that's what he needs to do okay. Right.
any word on the
The flood doors?
Yeah.
Got email, I guess it was Friday, And we should get engineering back on that today. Actually, I got another email this morning, just while I've been sitting here, asking Charlie a question about some bollards. They were needing some details.
What are bollards?
Those are, Charlie mentioned those, and I was hoping we wouldn't have to do bollards. They'd be like steel posts in the floor. So to reinforce that door, but Charlie talked about, we may not have to do bollards and let some of the masonry act, in lieu of the bollards.
So like supports or guards?
Yeah, so we widened that entrance, we went from a 3-foot opening, to like 8 feet wide
Because of the side lights?
because of the side lights. Yeah, to keep that same look as we have. So, but I just explained some about the baller, so I'm not sure, but.
Yeah,
But it was,
so if there's the reason you wanted to avoid the,
just so it wouldn't be an obstruction for pedestrians walking.
right,
And we don't want to deploy those, that's the whole,
idea is
the
to
whole
not
idea,
have
to
to,
not
yeah.
have to deploy anything. So just rely on the self-activation, but,
Mhm.
so it may not be required, but that was the email that I saw, but we should have the engineer back hopefully this week. I paid them for I think $3,200 or $3,400, as we discussed. So we'll get the engineering back this week.
Any other questions on building projects?
I've asked Brian to possibly put a keypad lock on the staff bathroom,
Here in this building.
in this building up here, because somebody went in the staff bathroom on, is that Friday?
I guess, yeah, because when we came in Monday, or Saturday, I guess.
Yeah.
No, it was, Greg was cleaning it on Friday, so
Oh,
it
yeah.
was,
Yeah, you messaged me on Friday and I asked.
yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody went in the staff bathroom, the one right here that we kind of keep for staff in case they're working and they
This
need
is a
to.
staff bathroom?
Yeah.
But there's also a public one, right?
There's-
next to
Start
it.
to say.
Yeah, you can
There's
use it
two
right now.
public, the first door
Mhm.
is the staff bathroom,
Okay.
most people just ignore it, the other
It doesn't
two.
have a sign on it or anything.
It just says staff only,
Oh,
or
okay, right,
employees
yeah,
only,
okay.
the next two just say
Somebody went in there
restroom.
and it messed it up. Or-
kind of peed all over the place.
Oh, gosh.
Who y'all?
Intentional?
I don't- I'm sure lots of people, but I
Oh my
don't know.
gosh, it had to have been intentional then.
Really?
Luckily, they didn't do any of the feminine products and
Right,
the
sure,
like
yeah.
stuff that's stacked on the shelf. And while Greg was cleaning in there, we realized how nasty looking that shelf is because it's right under the air sprayer. So we ordered a new shelf that is not white and won't show everything. So I've asked Brian to put a keypad lock on it, like just a code lock.
And
Good idea.
and a sliding latch.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that way,
Mhm.
if we put in the code and somebody's in there, we don't walk in on it
Right.
accidentally, because that's happened before, accidentally. I think that's, I mean, if
That's
we
a
need,
shame.
it is, but, it happened.
When you're with a public, anything.
Yeah.
happens.
Well, when you have
Do you wanna
one
switch
back,
light switch to
you
either
run
side?
into cleaning messes like that, you realize.
I bet you do.
Oh, that
I
might be a
bet
good
you do.
idea. If we can, I mean, it's on,
That should be-
there's not much room. Oh, there is lots of room there.
Yeah, there's lots of.
We could undo no. Well,
You're talking about in
in
this
this staff bathroom
Oh, yeah.
here, the light switch is on the outside.
Oh,
Can we?
Should be easy enough.
Okay,
yeah.
oh, that's good.
Yeah, cause if people can't get in there, we don't want them to flip the light.
Right,
Cause
exactly,
we've
yeah.
accidentally
Cause
done
you would
that
do
too.
that, boy, right? Yeah,
Yes,
right. yes.
We've done that accidentally also.
I just walked by and turned it off.
Right.
The one time I accidentally walked in on somebody and it was an accident. I didn't realize anybody was in there. I flipped the switch the wrong way and then opened the
Turned the
door.
light off, so then you couldn't see. Oh,
And
that's
then
funny,
I
yeah.
walked in on him.
Well,
Anyway,
what about, cause Grace just brought up, they only have the one bathroom. There's nothing we
They-
can do about that in renovation? So that they could have a staff bathroom?
I can ask Charlie, but I think we had to give up that bathroom, like the second bathroom
Oh, there
there.
was a second bathroom.
It was planned, but we had to give it up so that we would have room for the internet rack.
Like there are
But
pipes coming out into that where we've got. the
Yeah.
Stuff that's capped off.
I think
But
because
sometimes, when you're working by yourself and you're in a hurry and you go in
It's a mess.
and you have to clean it. And
Mhm.
sometimes I've had to clean it, of course, it's public and I've had to clean it anyway, but I've had some, when it was not your situation, but the other situation. And it was on everything in that bathroom,
Oh, my
from
gosh.
the paper towel holder to the sink, to the commode, to the floor, it was,
I wonder if we can stuff one in where that sink is in the workroom.
it wouldn't have to. We've grown accustomed to not having a whole lot. It would not have to be much. We
Okay.
would be willing to give up a little bit in that workroom.
Well, if you had a seat too.
Yeah,
and
while
there
we're
was
doing
sink
the
and a commode,
renovation,
that's all
it
you
seems
need.
like it would be a good thing to do.
A restroom and
Um,
a sink, you
Yeah.
know.
Mhm.
Sink and a commode.
I need to, I will ask Charlie.
Needs doing it.
Mhm.
I will call him right after the meeting and ask him if we can squeeze a bathroom, like a staff bathroom in that workroom, toilet and sink.
Mhm.
Okay. So any other building projects we need to address? No, we'll move on to policy manual.
Have you all had a chance to look at it?
I've looked through it, but I haven't read it.
Oh, well, I want you, I think this should be your nighttime reading, Libby. that you-
I've never made it.
I made notes.
Oh, good, so
I
there are
made-
some things.
There are definitely some things.
Okay.
And some of it is stuff that we have no control over, but this makes it sound like we do.
Oh, okay, okay.
So should we just give it to her and,
Let her
Yeah,
rework
let-
it,
yeah.
and then give it back to us,
Yeah.
because we don't
Yeah, you
have
can
time.
say that we,
discuss
you
You've got
can,
pages turned
or
down
we
for
could
it.
have a special meeting if you wanted to do it.
Do you want to do
That
a
way?
special meeting?
Well,
Yeah.
that's
That
fine,
would
because
be
I don't think we
better.
have time
Do
to
you
do it
wanna?
right now.
Yeah, we should,
Yeah,
I can
I'm happy because
send
I would
you
want to.
the
Yeah,
stuff that I've made notes on, cause it's
Okay.
things like, and I'm not sure that I'm looking at the most recent copy, because I think, didn't we talk about under board membership that it's 4 years and not 3? A term is 4 years?
oh, I don't know, I may have,
I will send
okay,
you
okay,
the
send me,
list.
yeah,
And then it's little nitpicky
okay,
things
that's
like
fine, I just.
the neon library is actually the Fleming Neon Library.
I
Right,
thought it
okay,
was a
okay.
Lillian Webb, library.
The
I
one
mean,
that,
we
she's the
never
wolf.
changed it, did we?
the one that was across the street was the Lillian Webb. And then, the Wolf one is the old one in Jenkins.
Right, so it's in Jenkins,
The-
was in Jenkins.
Yeah,
So-
but it's
so
still the
it's
same,
the same
see, that's something we
library,
can,
yeah.
it's the
We
same
can talk
library.
about that.
Yeah, we need it,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
never
you got
changed
the
it.
wrong one, because she's got a
But
trustee
how long has it
term
said
is 4
Fleming
years.
Neon
Okay, then I'm
Library?
looking at an old
Did it ever say
copy.
Lillian
Yeah.
Webb? I mean, it
Um,
You
should,
need to go over the.
I don't
new
It's-
know,
yeah,
not yet,
right,
yeah.
no.
yeah.
code. You
Um,
had it as 4 years.
I
So
did
I'm-
have it
I'm
as 4
looking
years,
at
so
an old
you're not
copy.
looking at the.
She's not looking.
I'm
the
looking
right
at an
one.
old copy, but,
Okay, now this is KDLA, this isn't me,
oh, yeah, that's the
that's the,
trustee
But it
manual.
says
Yeah.
the trustee farm.
right, so
That's-
you don't have a hard copy of the, here
This
is,
is, I've got one.
here's another one. This is what I sent,
I've got.
and I emailed that to
I've
you,
got the
so yeah, okay.
I've got another hard copy if anybody needs
Okay.
it.
So, yeah, so, and that's something, yeah, I must have just missed that somehow. So I appreciate, I don't
I
feel
will-
any hesitation in letting me know.
I'll
Yeah,
put them all in a document and send it to
okay,
you.
sounds good.
Yeah,
And I
that's
can make
stayed for
revisions.
years.
I'll-
Right, so I need to change it.
I'll record like the page and
Okay.
where in the
Right, so it's easy to find.
And I
Mhm.
I actually only got like 2/3 of the way through, and last night I was like, you know what, I need to stop.
Right, okay, that's fine. So,
Okay, so
um,
we'll come back to it.
do we want to set a time to do another meeting, or do you want me to just go ahead? This is wanting to give me a Medicare plan that I don't need and I'm not qualified for. I'm so sick of that.
I
Do
get
you all
those
get
too.
those?
I get
10
all
and 12
kinds
a
of.
day,
I get those.
You get how
And I'm-
many?
10 or 12.
Yes,
I had.
and I
three
thought it was
today.
over in October when but they
November.
What they're trying to do now is
get you to trade out your.
what you were eligible for in December is ended. And now they're just wanting you to pick up another Medicare.
Yeah, well, I just
And
say,
I called the phone company and he said, let me tell you a new way to do it, block their numbers.
oh, they
Well-
change their numbers every time.
Well, I
Yeah.
told him, I
Yeah.
said, I have done that. I've blocked 32 numbers and I
Right.
said, they
Yeah.
just go to another phone.
Yeah,
That's-
Right. I've started just picking up the phone. Oh, there,
If it's
it's all
unknown,
going, it's all.
I just pick it off.
I pick up the phone and when I'm listening to the radio, I just lay it down. I put it on speakerphone, I just say, listen to the news. And then they finally hang up, so.
I answered on the first ring and hang it up.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, anyway, so do we want to set a day or do you want to just give me your revisions and
Send you my revisions and
I'll make the
we can
revisions and
go
Well-
from,
before, yeah.
You need to make sure that they're
yeah.
proper.
yeah, it's gonna it's gonna demand
we're
a
gonna
meeting.
Okay,
know.
We're
all
gonna
right.
need a meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So when do we want to do that?
April.
Okay.
I'm only half kidding.
Probably. do
April's
it.
Well, no.
Coming up.
Well, I would rather not do anything before the 1st of March, because I have a deadline, the 1st of March,
That's like
next week.
Saturday.
Yeah, I know, right. Okay, so I'm just saying,
4 days from now.
yeah,
Probably-
I'm well aware.
Why don't
I have
we
a
plan for
deadline. I am
April?
well aware that it's 4 days. Thank you.
Let's
Okay.
schedule it for April. Well, or
Um,
May.
You don't want to do March? I mean, the thing is, well, this is the policy. Most of these we're already acting on these policies, so it's
Right.
not really
It's not an,
impending or,
no.
Let's see. Meetings on the 17th.
Well, if we're gonna talk about it, the next meeting, it would have to be done. We
we would
probably
have
need,
to do it before the 17th.
Yeah.
Right.
The week before is never good for me.
okay,
So that leaves the
The first.
next week.
Okay, I could do it next week.
I can't
You
do it the 26th.
No,
No.
next week,
Oh,
Next
next week? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Like the,
the
anytime between the 3rd
3rd,
and the 7th.
7th,
okay, I can any day.
any day but Tuesday.
How about Friday? Is Friday good?
Friday's fine for me. What about you?
It's good for me.
Okay,
Not sure.
Okay. Well,
I think it could be either before 12 or after 1.
after 1 is perfect.
Okay, you wanna
So 2?
2 o'clock?
2:00.
Mm-hmm.
The 7th at 2,
Yeah.
Yes.
is that gonna,
What day?
okay,
The 7th, it's a Friday.
Is that?
It's
gonna
next
cost-
Friday.
My husband has 3 appointments and I can't remember what the dates
Oh.
are.
Okay, do you wanna, just let me know, and if we need to reschedule, we can find another day?
Well, or most of you can be here, don't reschedule. I'm not sure, I'm just not.
honestly, Friday is not a good day for me,
It's
I'm
not a
sorry to
good
tell
day.
you that.
Okay.
I babysit my grandson that day.
Okay,
Okay, what about
Thursday?
Thursday?
I can
As-
Thursday,
As long as I'm done before 5 o'clock and I
Oh,
have
yeah.
time to get ready for yoga. Is 2 o'clock okay, or do you think we'll need more time?
That's 3 hours. Lord,
Yeah,
don't
Lord,
bless us.
please.
Okay, that sounds good.
Let's say 2 o'clock
Okay,
On the sixth.
on the sixth.
Sixth. Me either, so I'll just go with it, and if I can't be here, I can't be here.
Right, okay. Okay, but in the meantime, you'll send me.
I will,
and
and I'm
Ian
gonna,
Anyone else? So,
Okay.
That's policy manual, so we tabled it.
we're gonna come back to bonding the treasurer, because I need to give Cheryl I need to look at the most recent email from the lady. She's shopping it around. The company that they normally do bonding with declined us. And I think she was going with. She's taking it to another insurance company, and I need to see if we need to do another form for it. So I will just send that directly to Cheryl, since we know we need to do it.
yeah, we can confer about it,
Okay.
you know, I
And
think
then-
And
that's,
actually, I will look into it before we meet on Thursday.
okay.
Okay,
That's
so
good.
move on to
Okay.
flex
Flex
medical
medical
accounts.
accounts, okay.
Everybody that I've talked to, staff wise, thinks it's a really good idea.
There was a problem though with the fact that everyone had to,
It had to be the same amount
same amount for everybody.
for all the full-time staff, because we can only do flex accounts for full-time staff, because that's who we
Okay.
have health insurance for.
So we can talk about that, or could we talk about that at the?
Thought we'd already decided,
Okay,
just, we're gonna vote on it, or whether or not.
Did
we
you,
were-
did- was your insurance company willing to do it? I mean, I thought that was part of the
Yeah,
problem. They're
Chris,
okay with it.
Chris
It's
said
just-
they can do it. It's
Okay.
not a problem. He does flex accounts all the time.
We've
It's
been
just,
Okay.
talking about this for months. so-
yeah,
Yeah,
we
so-
we just can't do a different amount for each employee.
Right,
That was
okay.
the initial problem.
So what
And-
amount are you
Um,
proposing?
I looked at what a 2.5% raise would be for the full-time people, and took an average, and it was about $1,000 for the year
Mm-hmm.
per employee
Or for a year,
for a year.
that don't sound too,
No, it's like
that's good.
there's like 8 or 9 full-time people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not
Yeah.
horrible.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
Um,
guys think? What do you think? You don't wanna,
I'd like to think about it,
okay,
But you can vote. If you want to vote on it, we can.
well, if you're not happy with it, we need to table it.
I'm not this happy. I just have to think about it.
All right,
Okay.
table.
We wanna table, well, okay, so when we
Till
do
next month.
approve it. It'll be
It'll be for the-
$1,000.
for
It-
the
it-
calendar year. 'Cause
Right.
That's how our insurance goes.
Okay. So, yeah, they will have had 2 months, okay.
They'll
They'll
have-
still have
And
$1,000,
that'll
it'll
be
just
the
be,
that'll be the flex card for the healthcare.
Yeah.
right, sure, yeah.
So we
yeah,
can
it's
use it to
limited
pay a medical bill, or pay for prescriptions that insurance doesn't
Or over the
cover.
counter stuff.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Band-Aids,
Have to be made.
Mhm.
hair cream, or like the Rogaine stuff that covers that. I didn't know that.
You gonna buy some? girl?
Um,
This way.
Right, exactly.
COVID's really rough on the hair density.
Mhm. Okay,
Okay,
so,
it's tabled till next month.
Okay,
We'll try it again next month.
Okay, so March. Okay, Lackey area trustee nominations.
mhm,
I went to put in the 2 trustees, 2 nominees last month, and they had changed it so that, and I knew it was coming, but I didn't know it was gonna be right then. As soon as the new trustee manual was approved in the Senate for the state, it went live and it required me to have 3 nominees. Since H resigned for any reason, we now have to have 3 nominees. I do have a third person that, I checked with, and he would be interested in being a nominee. And it's, some of you might know him, it's, Brad.
Oh,
Shepherd.
Shepherd, yes, yeah.
He's
We know.
my age, a little younger than me. He's got
Yeah.
adopted kids. He's got grandkids that he babysits.
He used library
He does.
when it's open.
He might use this one, he doesn't use the black one.
Mm-hmm. He, previous owner of Heritage Kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah, he and Daryl.
Yes.
So we've got 3 now then. We've got
As
Brad.
long as you guys are okay
Mhm.
with Brad as a nominee and somebody makes that motion to nominate Stephanie Boggs, Helen Grunty, and Brad Shepherd, I can take care
Okay.
of it.
I'll
If
make that
he's okay
motion.
with you
Okay,
guys.
just a minute, I'm getting back down there. Let's see
Are
here.
Do you guys all
Okay,
know Brad? Do you know Brad?
I do.
Yeah, I know him. Do you know him, Cheryl?
I know of him. My kids have told me about him and,
Mhm.
how they've adopted he and the.
Daryl Royce, yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't he
Um,
with the
Daryl.
guy, a guy, that was an attorney?
No,
No,
Daryl worked for
Yeah.
Apple Shop.
Daryl
Yeah,
was a
he's an
certified
accountant.
public accountant.
The older kids go to the high school, is what
Yes.
I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't think they have any right now.
But
They-
they
No,
have,
Yeah.
they adopted,
Oh, I know, but I
Some of
think
them are
none
not
them
here
live-
anymore.
They don't
Right.
live with them anymore. Yeah,
but Brad often babysits the
yeah, I know.
babies.
Yeah,
They're
I
adorable.
know. Yeah, they are.
Toddlers. That's a handful.
Yeah.
So
Okay, okay, so Libby is moving that we approve,
Brad is a nominee.
mhm.
then we've got 3.
Yeah,
And-
Helen
yeah.
Bronte and
And
Stephanie Boggs.
Yes,
Stephanie Boggs.
okay,
Somebody want to
Okay.
second?
okay, you want to second it, Cheryl?
I'll second that.
All those in favor,
I,
opposed, I said it. Okay, move on to new business.
Thank you.
Question, the windows.
I have called companies for estimates, and one guy came and looked and said he would send me an estimate, and I haven't, and I need to double check with him. Because I'm not certain that all the emails are getting through to my email, but I'm gonna call them. And I heard back from. Had a hard time getting here because of snow. But they, and now I'm sure flooding, so they're still planning to come over and give me an estimate, so. But I know we're getting into the weather when it would be the time for them to do the glass replacements. We'll come back to, I'm gonna get on them and bring it back in March.
So that's not something you would do, Brian?
He already gave us an estimate for
Okay.
one of his
Well, I
companies.
gave a budget, it wasn't a hard number, but
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, we move on to staff day.
Like Ian said, we've got the state police, Matt Gayhart's coming to talk about active shooter preparedness.
and the fire department.
Fire department's gonna.
Local.
Yeah, the Plattsburgh Fire Department is gonna come by and talk about like what to do in case of a fire, how to work fire extinguisher, which fire extinguisher to use for which kind of fire, that kind of thing.
What is Matt talking about again?
Active shooter
Oh.
preparedness.
You're not
Yeah,
gonna
You
do
never
one,
know.
don't do one of those drills, though.
no, I think he's got a slideshow. I saw
Okay.
part of it at an LKLP meeting.
Mhm.
And he talked about like what to do, and it was really a good
Oh, good.
but
Information.
he's,
Mhm.
he does these active shooter talks
Oh,
all the
yeah.
time, and he's out of Hazard, so he's.
He's got an amazing voice.
He does.
I know, I was just gonna say, he was a student of mine once and
He's,
blew my
he's
mind.
not too hard to look at either.
Right, yeah.
Um,
Now, who was the other person? I'm sorry, I'm.
It's the fire
Department.
department, local,
Who is
is
it?
it Red that's coming? Red's coming,
That's, Red's not his name.
Yeah.
I
no,
know.
I don't
That's
know his actual,
Charles Caldwell.
also not hard to look
He's
at.
my hero. He saved my sister's life during the flood.
Oh,
He
really?
He went to the Blackie branch when they had their fire. And then I'm gonna talk about a couple of little administrative things. And then Kelly Haywood, who does our yoga classes, is gonna do a chair yoga class for us and talk about mindfulness. So,
Where's the-
I asked Alicia at KDLA, and all of this counts for continuing education,
Mhm.
so the whole day.
Good.
And nobody sent me lunch suggestions, so it's probably gonna be pizza and salad again. You guys only have yourselves to blame.
Okay,
So there's that, and then Appalachian Forager, I was talking with Cheryl about her name is actually Whitney Johnson. She does talks, she's on, TikTok and Facebook, she talks about foraging.
I've watched her. She is awesome.
She will come and do a program and a book signing for us.
She's done some stuff at Cowan.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, but that's
She
great.
does charge a fee, it's $750, but I think she's totally worth it. And she's got us penciled in for May. I'm gonna send her some dates.
Is that open to the public or is it?
It is open to
Yeah,
the public,
great.
and she'll probably put it on her, I know she puts all of her public appearances on her website. So we will probably get more than Letcher County, and that's perfectly fine.
Mhm.
I'm gonna, set it up here, so people walking past the library can be like, what's going on in there? Come in and find out. We might do the sidewalk sign too.
I'll come to that.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
will-
good,
I
yeah.
Yeah,
really like
it's
her.
gonna be a Saturday. She's awesome.
Mhm. Oh, good, so it'll be a Saturday, that's good.
Yes, at least I'm gonna try for a Saturday.
Mhm.
Unless any of you are opposed to paying that much for somebody to come and talk. Oh, good. Okay. IT subscription, Tyrell Miller, who does our outsourced IT stuff, is moving to a subscription model. Basically, we would pay a monthly fee based on how many staff and how many other computers there are. And I worked it out, it's like it would be like, forgotten the math. Do you remember it was gonna end up being like roughly $50,000 a year when all of the computers are up and running. If we ever get to what I consider a full staff. But for the moment, it would be like $34,000 a year. He's supposed to send me an estimate.
And
Um,
what is that?
Yeah,
It's
it's
security or what is
All of the computer stuff. He would set up email addresses for all the staff. We would all have access to Microsoft 365. It would be security on all of the computers.
Managing the network stuff, setting
Managing-
up the network at Neon.
Setting up the network at Blackie would all be included.
For all
And
libraries.
If something goes wrong, she'll come and.
He
He-
will,
Yeah.
He will
Yeah.
come and.
he'll come and fix it, or
And no
he'll
additional
remote in.
charge, it's
Yeah.
part of the,
It's all
Part
part
of
of
the
the
contract,
subscription. Unless, and if there's something that we want him to do that is not part of the subscription, he would let us know in advance.
so you didn't get a
Yeah, and
surprise.
he's looking at being able to order equipment directly for us. But right now I just log in and order the stuff. It's gonna be $75 per staff member. And then $40 per additional computer.
So So when
It's
you
like
say additional
50,000.
computers,
All of
that's
all of the
all of
public
public
computers.
computers, yeah.
But
would
that
be-
covers all the subscription fees and all that
Yeah.
for all the programs. and
Right,
everything
so
that
three
it's
sixty,
around to.
Microsoft 365 is worth a lot for that many. I mean,
It's like $100 per year per person.
Right, right.
The email alone was gonna be about $100 per year per person, so it's a really good deal. And
Mhm.
I asked Wendy just to make sure, and he's considered a professional service along the same lines as architecture and elevator servicing. So we would not have to bid it out, but I have looked at other third-party IT services. They don't include as much and they cost about the same. So he's a good deal. But I'm not gonna ask you to vote on it today. I'm gonna ask him to send me definite numbers.
Right, that would
Before-
be good
yeah.
to show what it
Yes,
includes.
what it
Yeah.
includes, what it would cost right now and what it would cost.
Without
in-
this
Yeah.
subscription with them.
Well, we know it would stay like an hourly amount if we,
Okay,
and
right.
when he puts in the network at Fleming Neon, it would be expensive,
Okay,
like at least 20 hours worth of running cable. And that's just the cable. It's not setting up the computers.
You think you can get that by the next meeting?
Yes,
okay.
I will, the March meeting.
Mhm. Which is on
March
St. Patrick's
17th.
Day.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, my babies are coming that day.
Oh, they are. Oh, your bees?
No, my
No,
babies.
Your real baby.
My real
Okay.
babies, my
Okay,
grandbabies,
your
they're coming to
grandbabies.
spend the week with me.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
All babies do. They're all good.
I've forgotten
I
how to
will not
spell
really
definite.
fit.
He's really good with
nice. When he's dealt with my grandkids before, they've been in programs that he's done.
spell definite.
DEFINITE.
One F.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Announcements.
I have new business. May I ask something to think about? Do we not need security cameras in our libraries? Because do we have security cameras?
We have them, but it's time to get new ones.
Yeah. I
And
mean, with
I think Ty said that would be included, setting up,
I don't know.
but
But
yeah,
that
I'm
would be
supposed to
something
be,
to ask
I'm
him
supposed
for
to be
sure,
looking
yeah.
at Ring and Blink and seeing what cause when I talked to Verkada, which was the company that first told me we could get sensors that would tell us if the temperature or the moisture level had changed in the building. And I was like, we need this.
Mhm.
But it was gonna be like several, like 100. I can't remember. It was over $100,000 to install them and the first year's licenses. But Ty can do it for much less.
Well,
and-
just regular cameras aren't that bad.
Blink is very,
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
we have
Ring's
time.
not bad.
Yeah.
Blink is not bad.
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna,
I've
so
To show.
got to do something.
Mhm.
Blink,
I mean, all the libraries, you know.
yeah.
Grace is down there all by herself,
We-
you know.
Just
Definitely.
batteries around
Blink
on that
and
one.
what's,
I can look. So it's
Ring.
to 4 cameras.
what kind do you have, Cheryl?
So that's
Chime.
how I catch
Chime.
those
We
bears.
used to have CCTV. in front
Yeah,
of
that's
the school.
And I got-
those are good pictures.
Oh, yeah, it's very
I mean,
clear.
it's
Yeah.
lots of-
In my,
It was really nice.
yeah, it's
to
real
be able to know,
clear.
like,
We
if
need,
somebody
we
had-
need ones that are for
I mean,
businesses,
how
so
are
we
you
can
gonna
have
attract people?
multiple.
That's why that's why I mind, you know, I wanna know who's in that building, because
We
Yeah.
want more than.
I can't chase
30
them
in
to
the
hell.
System.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and probably more than that, but I'll look at them and see.
Be
Um,
nice to know.
but yeah,
I
thank you.
I have a little ding dong on the door that I bought at Lowe's, you know.
We can get them set up so that they will count how many people come into the building, and that's good.
I think it's today, you gotta have it.
Of course, at night.
You got some?
No, I need that. That's awesome.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna look around at
Yeah.
different.
Yes,
Taking off Friday to go get my car serviced in Johnson City, but that's it.
That's your announcement, okay.
If
Anybody
your
else have any
brand new car?
announcements?
it's the
Yes,
annual
ma'am.
few-
Go ahead, Grace.
I've been doing a little sidebar, but.
Oh, okay, you
with
and,
Brian.
you and Brian have been
Our
dreams.
outside water source, you know, we had to cut it off.
Yeah,
I just asked Brian if that would be a big trouble. We have to crawl back under,
Mm,
turn the outside faucet on.
mm,
I don't do it anymore.
Yeah,
I don't. Brian
just
said,
get him to move it.
well, he said he could do that. I mean, like before
Before all,
pre-construction.
yeah,
And
that's a great
get
idea.
it, put frost-free faucet.
Oh,
and all
yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah,
Because not only
That's-
do we use it, as y'all know, you know, we sort of share
Yeah,
with our
community center.
community.
Blackie
And-
Days
And
uses
like,
the
that
water.
is like if we need to run water to water a plant, we need to run water to wash something off outside. That's the only place.
Do
we
it,
have
Brian.
hose from.
Yeah.
right, so we're going to, do we need to
No,
put it in the minutes,
it's-
just,
So I've got
well,
approval to-
put it in the thing that Grace asked, but, yeah, I don't think that's
Frost
even,
free, it's so, it doesn't freeze
Oh,
outside.
that's not horribly expensive to get that installed. So,
Wouldn't hurt to put one on both sides of the building, though.
that might be harder to do.
It would be, it'd be more work.
No, I mean,
You'd have
there's
to
no
run
water
lines.
line on the other side of the
That's the whole
building.
thing, You'd have to run lines and.
We've got.
The river's on the other side.
well, hoses freeze are,
You
yeah.
got two sides, left and right.
It-
Front
freezes
and back.
Mhm.
Well,
It can be extended either way.
But
Oh,
ones,
yeah.
you could use a
Yeah, but
hundred
if you bury it under there, that's-
Foot of,
foot of water hose, that's what I do.
yeah, we
You know, I just-
We had
I
a
run my
spigot put
pumps
in the
right.
basement here because we didn't have any kind of water source in the basement. And that was only. a couple of dollars. Not bad.
Okay.
So, yeah, go ahead. You've got my
It-
permission.
Okay. Does he want to do it and can he do it and is he ready, you know?
Yeah.
Just do it.
We are not gonna
It's
assume it,
not,
is what I'm
It
saying.
doesn't have to be done this week, but it is just, it's just.
it's, and it'll fix the line that was leaking that I told them we would definitely fix in the construction. That, not the, it was the spigot that was leaking,
Yeah, yeah.
cause it would be spigot
Yeah,
replacement.
so we've not had any outside.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, next board meeting is March 17th, 2025 at Neon Lights.
is that?
Yeah.
At Earl's,
Okay.
at Earl's Place.
I
Time
got
for
her
coffee.
approval.
Mhm.
Go have
Got
some
her
coffee.
approval.
I'll bring
Hard
some
goal.
muffins or something.
Where do you want to meet for the policy manual? Do you want that to be here or?
Is that okay, or?
You're welcome to come to my place. Whatever you wanna do.
It's a Thursday. Can we do it here? Is that
Is
That's
that
fine
okay
with
with you?
me.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Cause then,
I put it in the notes as being here, cause I
Okay.
just assumed that was,
okay,
okay.
Motion to
Thank
adjourn.
you. I move that we adjourn.
did we approve the invoices?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, and we did both minutes and all the,
yeah, I got
Okay.
everything, yeah.
okay, sorry.
I'll second.
Okay, Libby second, okay.
Okay,
We
your
are
door.
adjourned.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed.
Adjournment time is 1:04 PM. Thank you very much.